Okay, and this is going to be my second attempt at a review on Gravity. Let me just turn the camera around so you can see me. I did this a couple hours ago, but accidentally erased the video as I was uploading it. So this will be my second time doing this review, and I hope you enjoy it. Gravity was a masterpiece, by far the best movie I've seen this year, and one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. I really loved it. It is the ultimate survival story set in space. It's told in real time from moment to moment. There's no cuts or anything, so you feel like you're living along with the astronauts and going through this whole experience with them. The astronauts are played by George Clooney and Sandra Bullock. They're doing routine repairs on a space shuttle when the shuttle is hit by debris. And they become untethered from the spacecraft. It's completely destroyed, and they're left tumbling through space. And they're rapidly running out of oxygen. Don't mind me, I'm just looking at my notes here. The rest of the movie is a desperate fight for survival in the endless vacuum of space. George Clooney does not have a very big role in this, but his role is vitally important because he kind of helps to set up the story, and he also provides a lot of comic relief. He's very charming in this. And he also helps Sandra's character a lot, especially in the beginning. So he's a very important character in this story. But pretty much Sandra carries the whole movie on her shoulders. She's like in 90% of the movie. Don't mind me just looking at this here. My notes. It's better than Star Trek, you know, it's better than any other space adventure I've ever seen, and it's very different from those films. Basically, Sandra's character gets into one crazy situation after another in her fight to survive. She keeps having panic attacks and very near-death situations. In real life, Sandra is actually claustrophobic. So a lot of those scenes were very hard for her to do, and when you see the panic in her eyes and you hear her panting inside the mask, she's like you feel the panic sinking into you as well when you're watching it. It's because she's really not acting, she's actually having a panic attack, you know, during a lot of parts of this movie. So she really committed herself to this role and did a fantastic job, and if she doesn't get nominated for Best Actress, then I'll be surprised. The camera gets right inside her helmet at times, and so it feels very intimate. You feel like you're actually drifting through space with her, then you're just totally immersed in the movie. And it really gives, the 3D effects are amazing in this. I've never seen anything like it. It gives such a sense of depth and dimension to space, and also to planet Earth. You can actually see the outline of the continents, and it looks so real that you could almost reach out and touch it. So I highly recommend, if you're going to see this movie, see it in 3D. That is the way to see it. It's just the best 3D effects I've ever seen. Totally groundbreaking. The movie is true to the fact that in space everything is silent. So the only sounds you hear is the reverberations through their spacesuits, or when they're inside one of the space stations. Other than that, it's like whenever they're outside in space, it's completely silent. But there's this brilliant musical score that really helps to build the tension. It just keeps building and building to this crescendo. And it's almost unbearable at times, you know, just the music just keeps rising and rising and rising throughout the scene, like the most intense scenes, until I thought my heart was going to give out at some parts. The camera moves in ways that I don't even know how they did it, how they achieved it. The camera moves in every direction imaginable, up, down, sideways, and spins slowly, kind of in a circle. So you're always thrown off balance, and you don't know which way end is up, which is the way it is in space. There's no up or down. So the movie beautifully captures that feeling to a point that I felt dizzy sometimes, and I actually had to look away, and because I was starting to feel nauseated by how disorienting it was. The movie also has a spirituality to it. It deals with what it means to be human, life, death. Sandra's character, you find out something tragic happened with her daughter. So in many ways, Sandra's character, you know, kind of has a reason to die, and yet she also finds a reason to live. I'm not going to say whether she lives or dies because that would give it away. But the movie's also very symbolic. There's one scene in particular where Sandra looks like a baby in a womb. She's all curled up, and it even looks like there's an umbilical cord coming out of her. You'll see what I mean when you watch it, but there's a lot of symbolism like that, you know, which kind of, you can tell the movie, you know, was inspired by 2001: A Space Odyssey because of some of the images in it. It's the most intense space movie I've ever seen, like I said, and I thought it was a masterpiece in every way. It was visually stunning, entertaining, totally edge of your seat thriller in space. I've never seen anything more thrilling in my life. And if you're gonna go see it in 3D. Like I said, that's the way to see it. It won't look nearly as good in 2D. And you know, when it comes out on DVD, I'm not sure I'm gonna have to get a 3D TV by then, because that's really the only way to see it. And I usually don't give scores to films, but for this, Gravity, I would give it a perfect score, like a 10 out of 10. It's a perfect movie in every way. I think it's the defining movie of pretty much this year and maybe even this decade. It's been a long time since I've seen a movie this great. It was truly a work of art. You know, it wasn't, you know, like any other science fiction movie ever made. You can't even really define it as science fiction. It's because it's hard to describe it, but it's more of a dramatic thriller, and really tries to do something new with the sci-fi genre. You can't even really compare it to, you know, Apollo 13, because it's even beyond that. I mean, Apollo 13 is a true story and based in real time. This one is too, although it's not a true story, but it is based in, like, in our time, you know, like 2013 or whatever. So yeah, it's a brilliant movie. Go see it. You won't regret it. Go see it right now or as soon as you can. It was absolutely fantastic and one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had at the cinema. So that was my review on Gravity. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm not sure when the next review will be, probably in a couple of days. I might go see Machete, so I might be doing a review on that. Machete Kills with Lady Gaga does a cameo in that, so I'm very excited about that. I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan. So I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll do another review for you very soon. Alright? Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.